Hello everybody, welcome back to another In Touch with Steve Cherundolo. I'm Vince, that's Steve. It's a show that has a little bit of soccer, but a bit of personality, and we're glad you've joined us. Steve, are you enjoying, we're now into episode 10. Are you enjoying these?
We made it to 10.
We made it to 10, we have not been canceled yet.
Thankfully you're here, so we have personality in the show.
I would definitely say it's more on this side. Let's do that little bit of soccer. Let's get that out of the way. 2-0 victory this past weekend. In your press conference, you referenced something that tickled my fancy a little bit. You said that the team you thought has gotten better because they progressed by trusting the process and the principles that the coaching staff has put in place. But the caveat was that you said LAFC style has not changed. So please give me some specifics of how they progressed from preseason to Game 9.
I think in 2 phases we've improved. The biggest being defensive transition phase. I think we've done very well, and the guys have kind of embraced what we've showed them and the drills we're using to improve that phase of the game. That would be one. And the second, I think, is our overall defensive structure, so the kind of the back line work. So maybe defensive organization will be the other phase where I think we've been pretty good at defending crosses. Our inbox defending has been good. We aren't giving up as many shots. And so those 2 subtle changes in the way we play, we've tried to improve on. The rest has stayed the same. So are you ready to rock? Well, don't ever stop.
Well, I'm glad you went to the back line because that's where my next line of questioning is going. I want to talk specifically about Chiqui Palacios. I think that since probably about the second half of the Galaxy game, he's been just unstoppable. As a former fullback yourself, what did you see in Chiqui, and what have you kind of tweaked in his game to help him reach this level?
He's always been a very physically gifted outside back. This year, our focus has been on, his timing moving forward. When does he pass? What spaces does he go into? When he has space, how does he take the space? And so improving his offensive production. I think the biggest moment that we've tried to improve is he's passing into space and not to feet. And that has proven to be very prolific for him. And all of the work, though, he's been doing himself. So this progression that he's seeing is also him just maturing as a player in the field and in this league. And I haven't seen a better outside back than him.
Oh, great back. An open block. End line. Cross into the 6. Shot. Goal! LAFC!
Well, let's move on to the personality part of the show. It's a special weekend coming up. It's Mother's Day.
Yes.
So let's talk about moms. We'll talk about your mom. We'll also talk about your wife, Mandy, and your 2 daughters. But let's start with your mom. First thing that comes to mind when you think of your mom?
Incredible woman on all fronts. I was the youngest of 4, and so she still managed to, while working full-time, getting her education, taking care of the family, she still managed to put me in a good spot to succeed in life. So just an incredible lady with an amazing work ethic, but also the ability to love as well.
What would you say is your mom's best quality?
Organizing chaos. So she would actually be a really good football coach. Yeah, because this game is organized chaos, and so she would be an excellent coach as well.
How are you similar to your mom, and how are you different?
I think I'm similar in the way that, if there's a to-do list, it's going to get done. And I start from the top and work my way down, and I won't stop until that list is finished.
Where do you diverge?
I think I'm a little calmer than she is when things get up and going, but I understand why. If she didn't raise her voice as a teacher, and she taught special education for a long time, and then 1st, 3rd grade. And so if you do not get on top of things right away, either verbally or non-verbally, then things will get away real quickly. So I think I'm a little calmer than her when it comes to those moments, but for the most part, we're pretty similar.
What kind of soccer mom was she when she was at your games? Was she getting at the refs? What was she like when you were playing as a young player?
No, I think she was pretty calm on the sidelines. I think she was enjoying maybe an hour and a half of not having to do all of that. So pre-game organizing everything. I think she also did her role as the team manager at some point, cutting oranges and all of that good stuff at half in youth soccer, and then moving on to club soccer, and obviously driving the Dodge minivan.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Up and down the coast, yeah.
Because if you're like Steve and I, and you grew up playing club soccer out here in Southern California, there's a lot of driving.
There's a lot of driving.
When was the time that your mom went above and beyond for your club team and you as a youth soccer player?
I think it's just these countless trips up to Bakersfield. I mean, those were always tough from San Diego.
Yeah, those are for those like Olympic development camps, right?
Yeah, those were a lot of trips, and very, very grateful for it.
Mm-hmm. Now, what about in your pro career? I read that your mom would send you a text message for when you get back into the dressing room in Hanover, and you always had a text message from what were those conversations like? What kind of text would she send you?
I think less about the conversation and the words, but more of just, hey, I'm there, I'm watching, I'm thinking of you, and I think that was the point of it. And I appreciated it, and I still do. I still get them.
Mm-hmm. Really? Does she still send you texts after the LAFC games?
For every game.
Fantastic. Moms are the best.
Yeah.
What is one piece of advice that your mom gave you that you've translated to your football career?
To put it in football terms, focus on the next play. There's always a tomorrow. And not to get too caught up in the moment, either positive or negative, and to move forward and look forward.
What was the best gift you gave your mom when you were a kid?
I made her a vase. Yeah, in ceramics. It was awesome.
You threw the clay, you did the kiln, all of it. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
By far my favorite subject in high school was ceramics.
Yeah. Is that where you excelled?
Yes, I did excel.
Does she still have it, you think?
I think, yeah, no, she still has it.
She still has it?
Yeah.
Okay, now flip side. What was the worst gift you think you probably ever gave your mom?
Well, the worst gift, I think I probably forgot to get her a gift. So, at some point, yeah.
And you just outed yourself on the show.
Yeah, probably, but my sisters...
This is worse than selling Sunset.
But my siblings helped me out.
Yeah, they picked you up there?
Yeah, my older sisters were always on the ball.
Let's talk now about your wife, Mandy,
yeah.
who is the mother to your 2 kids.
Yeah.
What's been a great gift that you have worked together with the kids? What's something that you've gotten Mandy that you think is the best gift you've ever gotten her for Mother's Day?
Well, I can't tell you what's going on this week, obviously.
We'll get to that, but you won't tell me exactly what's going on.
All right. My kids are 8 and 6, so a lot of it has been, building cards together, trying to figure out a picnic or an event we want to do together, and trying to involve the girls as much as possible. Mm-hmm. So far, it's been pretty arts and craftsy and hands-on.
Yeah.
Because they're at that age.
Who's the most artistic between you and the 2 girls?
Definitely the 2 girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both of them have great artistic minds. They're very creative. Sometimes they need help with applying that onto a piece of paper or whatever medium we're using. But both are quite creative. It's fun.
So you're the head coach. You're just managing once again.
Yeah, I just manage. I try. Organized chaos.
Yeah. As you said, you won't give anything away, so no secrets of what you're getting Mandy or your own mom.
Yeah.
However, if there's some guys out there, maybe like myself, I have failed to get my mother a gift yet, but I will. I'll make sure that I do. But Steve, if you were going to give any tips to guys out there, sons or husbands, what to get the moms in their life, what should they be looking at?
Personalize it. Make it about the person and less about the day and the event. I think that's the best advice I could give, and that could come in any form or fashion.
Always good advice from Steve. That'll wrap another In Touch with Steve Cherundolo. I want to just say for myself, happy Mother's Day to Linda, that's my mom, and on Steve's behalf, happy Mother's Day to Mandy, his wife, and his mom, Ann. We hope that you have a great weekend with your mothers, and we'll be back next week with another episode of In Touch with Steve Cherundolo.